certainly in the UK, this feels like it's been quite divisive, almost politically divisive in many respects as well. But is that the same over in the US, Nate, or is it still is it so nascent that it's not necessarily the case?
No, no, I think that political divisiveness is probably here too, right? In a similar way, right? Where we read the same news articles, et cetera. Um, I would say an answer, right? How do you overcome that, right? I do think, the onus is certainly on both the public and the private sector to kind of prime the pump in a way, especially on the infrastructure side. And the way I would characterize that is for drivers, right? It's about accessibility, reliability, and then a frictionless experience, right? On the accessibility piece, right? If I'm going to go make a road trip, are there actually enough chargers, right, to make that road trip, right? That's just a baseline question, right? And I think over here, obviously, the NEVI, funds are meant to address that basic question of, hey, can I actually just go charge when I need to, where I need to, right? Baseline accessibility. Nobody thinks about that from an ICE perspective because there's however many thousands of forecourts, right, to cater to that need. On the reliability, it's if I show up, will the charger work? When I navigate to that charger, do I know if it's working or not, right? And that's again just baseline competency of infrastructure, right? It's still challenges to work out, but I think that is a hurdle we need to overcome, both on the and again the public and the private sector both have a part to play. And then the final piece, which I think could really push the puzzle if you get those first two in places on the frictionless experience, which is, hey, can I make it easy for someone to pull in, plug in, and charge seamlessly, right? And so you're seeing over in Europe, at least the kind of the democratization of payment platforms. You need to provide kind of open means of payment versus signing up and having an app or an account. The US is playing out similarly. Of course, you hopefully have the adoption of plug and charge coming fairly soon on kind of a more mass market scale. But I think those are the three factors where if we can kind of get those right, a lot of the bad news starts to go away.